Hey B3 family, in this video we're going to focus on mobility and rolling out a couple of areas. So we're going to look at the groin area, the adductor muscles, we're going to look at our hip flexors, and we're also going to attack the hamstrings. These all can be areas that are shortened. A lot of times it has to do with our pelvis and a pelvic tilt, but we're going to address them. So let's start with the hip flexor. The best way to attack the hip flexor is with a smaller object because it is a smaller muscle. So we want to be able to get deep in there. So here's how you find it. We're going to find two bony points right here, the ASIS, and then we're going to work down diagonally, and in this area you're going to find the hip flexor. You will have to roll around like a fool for a little while, but the moment you hit it, you'll know it. All right, so let's get down, let's check it out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lay on a lacrosse ball. You can use any object that's small, that's sturdy. You can even do this with canned goods. I've already found that spot. So I'm going to hang out here and I like to roll. The other thing I like to do here is I squeeze my butt. I'm going to squeeze tight and that's going to help relax the hip flexor. So I'm just going to roll around, find that spot, find the tight spots, and I'm going to do this for about 60 seconds on each hip flexor. All right, once I've done that, I'm now going to shift to the hamstring. So you can use a roller and sit on the hamstring, but I don't get much out of it. I get more out of putting the ball there and finding specific tight spots. So I'll roll through and see if I find anything that stands out. If it does, I hang out there and then I even apply pressure to really break that up. Our goal here is by adding pressure and putting tension on the muscle, after about 30 seconds or so, that muscle is going to relax. It's just science, guys. So you want to get it to relax. All right, after I've hit the hamstrings with the lacrosse ball or a smaller object, I will come back to the roller because I'm going to hit the adductors. You could use this as well, but I'm going to lay across the PVC pipe. Now with this pipe, again, it's more likely to slide out, so just be aware of that. But again, I'm going to open up the hips, get in real tight, and loosen this area up. This can be a very tight area for a lot of people. Good. All right, now after I've rolled, I'm going to go into a half kneeling position, and there's a couple different ways you can do this. We can go half kneeling, squeeze the butt, and lean in and stretch out the hip flexor, or we can open up, and I create this angle here, so I want a nice straight line from heel to knee, and I can use weight here. I can grab a kettlebell or a dumbbell, or I can just use my body weight, open up, drive the knee out, lean into it, and I can feel that stretch in the adductor. I'm getting a stretch in the hip flexor when I sit back up. I'm getting all kind of stretches here. So this is a good one to do, guys. If you feel that tightness, do it every day.